Yo, what's going on, guys? The KDG on EGTV. Big up to everybody back waiting for me. Sorry I couldn't start on time, but I had to start a little bit later. Just had to finish up running some errands. There's a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about on today's show, guys. There's so much stuff that we need to talk about. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think about the topics that are in the description at this moment in time if you're watching on the playback. If you want to skip straight to those sections of the video, you can do that. But today, there's a lot that needs to be spoken about. First thing that we're going to be speaking about, as we always do, we're going to break it all down. We're going to get into step by step. But the first one that we need to discuss is this little situation where apparently Arsenal are going to be promoting 3 youngsters. And you know what? That's very interesting to see. If Arsenal are going to be promoting 3 youngsters, that is very interesting to see. So reports are coming out. We're going to be talking about, obviously, you can see what the thumbnail says. We're going to be talking about Adam. He's a wonder kid from Slavia Prague. We're also going to be getting into Gabriel Jesus. That deal looked very close to getting done. Edu and Arteta apparently reportedly have 160 million to spend, possibly. We're going to get into that. Guys, do me a favor. There's about 30 of you guys in the chat right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. Let's go straight into it, and let's go from the top. First, let me know how you guys are doing. Where are you guys watching from? If you're watching from the UK, if you're watching from Africa, if you're watching from North America, wherever you're watching from, let me know in the chat right now. And I hope everybody's well on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening, for me at least. But yeah, let's get into it. It is 2 minutes into the video, and I haven't even spoken about the first topic yet. Well, I'm slacking today. Let's get straight into it. Here is the first topic. The first topic coming from the Sun, of course. The Sun have reported this. But sometimes they are reliable, sometimes they aren't. But let's get straight into it. What does this say? This says that 3 academy youngsters are going to be promoted this upcoming summer. You're going to have Miguel Aziz, Charlie Patino, and Omar Hutchison getting first team football next season. So you're going to see all 3 of them promoted to the first team. I think this is an effort to get them some game time in the Europa League. Oh, wow. From Korea. Georgia, I think you're joking, right? Watching from Paris, France. Big up to you, Blaze. Always watching. Really do appreciate it. Aziz saying, yo, this is a whole list. Would possibly be the best window with Saliba coming back. I don't know about Nunes. I don't think we're going to get Gnabry. I think Tielemans, Hickey, Jesus is probably going to happen. Gakpo definitely can happen. But I don't know about Gnabry. I don't know about Nunes. I don't think those 2 are really going to happen. This Hanky guy does look good. He does. I've seen a little bit about him. I've heard a little bit about him. He does look like he does look like quite a good baller. But hey, this is the first story for today. Sorry. Egal, you're a legend. Keep it up. Big up to you, Mitch. Really do appreciate it. We got some people watching from India, South Africa. Woo! South Africa. More India. Big up to you watching all the way from India. Really do appreciate all the support, guys. Rabi Singh saying, are you going to analyze the bottle job Arsenal did to get top 4? Big up Egal here to watch from Australia. I didn't know you're from Australia, Rabi Singh. Okay, big up Rabi Singh. Watching from Ghana, gang. Watching from Ghana, Texas. You're watching from Mars. That is funny. Anyways, honestly, guys, there's not a lot to talk about the whole Charlie Patino thing. I think it's just 3 academy youngsters. Most likely, they will be getting an opportunity to play first team football next season, and that's going to be good for them. But I don't know. Yeah, That's as far as we've heard. I think they're just going to be Europa League players. They're going to play in the Europa League at best, and nothing more, in my opinion. I don't know Europa League and cup competitions like the FA Cup or League Cup, and possibly you can loan them out in the second half of the season if they don't get enough game time. Now there is another rumor about Mohamed Elneny. This is the rumor with Mohamed Elneny. Mohamed Elneny is apparently going to be getting a new contract. Yes, Mohamed Elneny will most likely be getting a new contract. The situation says that Mohamed Elneny has apparently already signed a 1-year contract extension with an additional year remaining. So the contract is set to expire the next 2 months reportedly, and no talks for extension was planned, but would renew his contract on the back of his performances against Chelsea and Manchester United. So this was reported a couple weeks ago, but now they're saying that Mohamed Elneny has already renewed it. And I've seen some stuff the other day. Yeah, reports coming out everywhere that Mohamed Elneny has signed a 1-year contract with an option for to renew an additional season. So it looks like Mohamed Elneny will most likely be staying for another season. Watching from Nigeria, big up to you. Watching from Nigeria, watching from Pakistan, big up to you. Watching from Pakistan. Ben Jacob on the terrace. Yo, big up Ben. Big up Ben. Watching from India. Shout out to people watching from India. Do me a favor, guys. Keep smashing that like button as we get through the video and we get on to more and more of the good stuff. But for now, Mohamed Elneny is a good servant to the club. No real issue there for me and him possibly leaving or staying. I don't mind it. I think Mohamed Elneny is a good signing. I mean, would be a good player to keep around the club for a short term. I don't think we're going to keep him for a long term. I don't think he's going to be somebody we keep forever. We literally are just going to keep him for a short stopgap. That's all it is. Oh. Sorry. Now, Lucas Torreira. Let's go. Today's quick fire. Today we're gonna do quick fire. 7 minutes and 19 minutes, 7 minutes and 25 seconds in, we're gonna do quick fire. The next one, if you guys don't know, the next one is Lucas Torreira. The situation with Lucas Torreira has been weird. We heard that the club can't afford him. We heard that the club don't want to sell him. Well, this came out the other day. And if you guys want to see, there were some shush emojis and Lucas Torreira's Instagram. So this could be a hint that Lucas Torreira will be staying at Fiorentina. This could be a hint that Lucas Torreira could be staying at Fiorentina. Lucas Torreira on his Instagram story, following the reports in Italy that Fiorentina will not be taking up the option to buy him, put this on his Instagram. And the incident is that he put that shush emoji right there, those shushes. So he might be shushing the media that are spreading lies. He might be shushing the media that are spreading lies. Where are you from? I am from Toronto, Canada, but I live currently in the UK. I heard about Spurs' spending spree. Yep, I definitely did hear about that. Yo, what's up, Michael? Do me a favor, guys. Keep smashing that like button. Let's get on to all the topics before we get on to the big ones. We're gonna get on to the big ones in a second, but we need to take step by step process, ladies and gentlemen. Step-by-step process. Arsenal are linked to a lot of players. There's a lot of stuff going on, so we need to talk about everything before we get on to the major points. Here is the next one. This is a defender. Apparently, Arsenal are linked to a defender. This one here kind of doesn't make sense for me, but let's see what it says. This one here is the defender Michael Olivera, who plays for Getafe. If you guys don't know, Getafe is like the Burnley of La Liga. They literally just park the bus pretty much majority of their games. But yeah, this gentleman here, Michael Olivera, is linked to Arsenal. Apparently, he's a 24-year-old, has recently been called up to the Uruguayan squad after an impressive season in Spain. And the reports are coming out of over there in Ticino, Mark Webb, that Arsenal are one of the clubs heavily interested in the 24-year-old. I don't know if Arsenal are heavily going to be involved in the transfer window trying to get a center back this season. We are linked to a lot of center backs, and that would also be connected to if Saliba does leave or something does happen with Saliba. But in my opinion, Saliba is not going nowhere. Saliba is not going nowhere at this moment in time, and these links are just links. That's what they really are. I don't really think Mark Olivera is going to be joining Arsenal. Now, don't get me wrong. He is a very good center back. Apparently, he is linked to Napoli, and he's about to have his medical tomorrow. So these links were pointless. It does look like he's going to be headed to Napoli. So oh, sorry. Yeah, he's a left center back, and he also can play left back. So he is most likely going to end up going to Napoli. Let's not lie to ourselves. He's going to end up going to Napoli. We're not really too seriously interested in the player, so it's not that big of a miss. It's not that big of a miss in my opinion at all. So we don't need to worry about that one. But there is some good news. Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Good news. Good news. Because over the last couple of weeks, we've been hearing a lot of bullshit from Get French Football. We've been hearing a lot of stuff on Saliba. So let's what news do you think they have on Saliba today? Because there's always mad news about all this stuff about Saliba. So let's get into the Saliba news today. What are they saying with the Saliba news today? I will show you guys in a second. 1 second. This is the news today about Saliba. Let me show you guys. Saliba's news. Boom. This is Mikel Arteta speaking on Saliba, by the way. This is Mikel Arteta speaking on Saliba and the situation with Saliba. If we had 1 second. This is if you guys don't already know, William Saliba has been on loan twice at Arsenal already, and it's really been frustrating for fans to see such a top quality player constantly being loaned out and not being utilized when we could see how much we could use a player like Saliba in our first team. But yeah, Arteta spoke on Saliba, and this is what he had to say. So, in my opinion, it does seem like Mikel Arteta wants to keep Saliba around. He doesn't want to get rid of him. All these things about him possibly wanting to leave are bullshit. If he had stayed with us this year, with the matches a week, while Ben White and Gabriel, we wouldn't have had half the playing time he had with Marseille. He wasn't with us because he would not have had the playing time to gain the experience, and that is it. There is nothing else. They want to keep him at Arsenal. They don't want to lose him at Arsenal. Arteta is very happy with William Saliba. He's happy that he's getting a lot of experience on his loan. And the most important thing that I seen when he was speaking about William Saliba is this part right here. This part right here is the most important thing. Mikel Arteta tells RCM Sports that Saliba has to come back to Arsenal. He has to come back to Arsenal. And that right there makes me happy. That right there makes me happy because, of course, he has to come back to Arsenal. Oh man, sorry, my nose keeps getting clogged. Of course, he has to come back to Arsenal. I'm very happy. I know Get French Football is not the most reliable source, but RCM Sports are, and RCM Sports are saying that that there was they're actually quoting Mikel Arteta. They're actually quoting Mikel Arteta. They are not quoting some other source. They are literally quoting Mikel Arteta speaking to RCM. The Daily Mail are crap source, definitely. He's under contract, definitely. He's leaving for Leicester. He's not leaving for Leicester. United are trying to offload Maguire, LOL. I don't think they're going to get anything for Maguire. Yes, but Chelsea don't want him. Interesting. Chelsea are interested. Who are you guys talking about? Maguire. There's no way Maguire is going to Chelsea. But guys, do me a favor, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, as we are still going to be discussing more and more stuff throughout the video. The next topic is going to have to be Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham stuff has been going wild. We have been seeing Tammy Abraham rumors everywhere. And first of all, just before we go to Tammy Abraham, congratulations to Tammy Abraham Ben White, and the whole English. Did you guys hear the English team has been selected, and there is a bunch of guys who have been selected to the English first team. Um, I mean the English national team. So let's go through it. Let's go through who is in the England squad, just so you guys can see. Ramsdale, Nick Pope, and Jordan Pickford are all in the England squad, and they've all been given England call-ups. I think this England squad is going to have one obvious admission. One obvious admission, if you guys can tell. Jadon Sancho has been admitted from this England squad. This is the first time he's been admitted from the England squad in a while. And obviously, after the shocking season that he's had, I am not surprised that he's not in this England squad. Tammy Abraham has also been included in this England squad, as you can see, but let's go through it. You have Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsey, you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Connor Cody, Guehi, Reece James, James Justin, Harry Maguire. Then you have John Stones, Fikayo Tomori, who I believe is honestly one of the best center backs in the England setup at this moment in time by far. Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, Ben White. Do me a favor, guys. Keep smashing that like button right now. You guys are doing absolutely amazing today. Smashing that like button. We're already at 30 likes or 3 away from 30 likes. Reece James was included. Yes, he was. Man said Aaron Ramsey. No, I meant Aaron Ramsdale. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. People are saying I'm tired. Yo, bro, I barely sleep, man. I barely sleep. If you know, you know. Jude Bellingham, Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. Looks like a serious team. I'm not gonna lie. Then you have the attacking options. You have Tammy Abraham, who's a striker. You have Jared Bowen, who's a right winger. You have Phil Foden on the left. You have Grealish on the left. You have Harry Kane as a striker. You have Bukayo Saka, who can play on the right or the left. And then Raheem Sterling. Man. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's mad. But yo, long story short, this England team is interesting to see. Interesting England team to see, by the way. Interesting England team. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like the England team. I think the English team is going to do bits over the next couple of years, and we're just gonna have to see how much they improve. We're gonna have to see how much they improve as a squad, because they're definitely gonna improve. They're definitely gonna be one of those big teams going forward. Now I seen this somewhere. I knew I seen it somewhere. Let me show you guys what I seen. U21 team of the season in the top 5 leagues. The U21 team of the season in the top 5 leagues. Bukayo Saka, and what's his name? Saliba are both in really good company in my opinion. The company that they're keeping is really good company. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about in a second. Yep, no Sancho. No Sancho. I'm not. Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? This is the under 21 team of the season. So this is the under 21 team of the season, taking into a factor SOFA scores ratings for the season. I know some of you guys might say, what the hell are ratings for the season? But these are, it's not super important, but it is important enough for me to show you guys that Bukayo Saka and Saliba have been the two of the most consistent youngsters in world football, and definitely do deserve the respect and credit that they get. Why is Saka in the squad? What are you talking about? I'm literally showing you that Saka is one of the best youngsters in world football. He's also been voted as one of the nominees for Premier League Player of the Season, even though he was never going to win that. And he was also voted for a nominee for Premier League Youngster of the Season. No ESR, of course. ESR has had a terrible end to the season. Of course, he's going to be admitted. He was not doing he was performing really well when he first got the call up, but right now he was not doing so well. There you go. Big up to people making jokes. You're going to get muted. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Saliba and Saka in the under 21s team of the season. Very good youngsters. Isn't the best Saka isn't the best youngster in the world? No, the best youngster in the world, as you can see, is actually Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is by a little bit of a mile, based on the ratings, the best. And then after that, you would say Vinicius has been the best also. Uh, After Vinicius, it's close, but yo, Saka's not even the best on this whole list. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, um, Egal, who votes for this 11? They don't vote. It's based on the SofaScore rating. It's based on the SofaScore rating. But yeah, next we're gonna talk about Tammy Abraham. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham to Arsenal. Tammy Abraham to Arsenal has been going around for a while now, but 9 hours ago they've said something about Tammy Abraham, and I need to see what you guys have to say about Tammy Abraham to Arsenal. Would you guys take Tammy Abraham at Arsenal? Would you be interested in Tammy Abraham at Arsenal? Do you think Tammy Abraham is the type of striker that Arsenal Football Club need in the short term or the long term? Who would you go for, and who would you want as the Arsenal striker? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know right now while we are live. I think Tammy Abraham's a really good striker. I think Tammy Abraham is having an outstanding season over there in Italy. He has been scoring an absurd number of goals this season. Just to let you guys know, this season in all competitions, Tammy Abraham this season has 27 goals and 5 assists. 27 goals and 5 assists for Tammy Abraham this season. Wow. Wow. Now, I was not the biggest Tammy Abraham fan, and I'm still not really the biggest Tammy Abraham fan. I'm still cautious over the fact that he was in the Premier League and I witnessed him with Chelsea. But has he developed to a level where I have to pay more attention to him? Or is it a similar situation to Lukaku, where the Serie A is just a different league and it allows players to get to play a different style to get better out of them over there? Or maybe defenders play differently and there's more goals available for strikers than move over there. I'm not sure, but I'm quite interested in Tammy Abraham now, but I don't know if I'm going to go all the way in. The rumor has it that Arsenal are putting money away to see if they can recruit Tammy Abraham this summer. They're going to try to approach Roma to prize away their star striker and see if they can bring him back to the English game. Now we know that Roma have a 67 million release clause with Chelsea, or a buyback clause with Chelsea. So whatever Arsenal pay, they're going to have to pay over that price. And Arsenal are going to have to raise some funds. Arsenal are still monitoring the situation with Roma, but the thing is, Roma are not interested in selling him at this moment in time. The Athletic have reported this. Let me show you what the Athletic have reported on Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is a goal scorer if giving him space with Syria have given him. Definitely do agree with that take right there. But this is the main thing. Egal, Burnley is selling players. Why not buy the black striker? Forget this guy's name. They don't have a black striker. They have Max Cornet, who's a winger. The rest on your laurels, Eddie Nketiah, if you're considering Abraham. Interesting. Let me know, guys. Tammy Abraham to Arsenal. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat right now. Thumbs up or thumbs down for Tammy Abraham in the chat right now. Let me know if you guys would take him. Once again, just to let you guys know, man scored 27 goals in 52 games in all competitions this season. He has 9 goals in the Conference League. He has 1 in the Italian Cup, 17 goals in the league. He has 5 assists all competitions, and I think that's outstanding statistics. But how will it translate? That's the question. How will it translate to the Premier League? Look, wow, a lot of you guys are saying no. Tammy isn't as strong as he looks. He easily is knocked off the ball. Interesting. No. Read my first comment. Let me go see where your first comment is. Egal, big up yourself. I've always been getting Egal, big up yourself. You've been getting better every show. I've been hitting the like button because I want your channel to progress. Tammy Abraham, no. Gabriel Jesus, yes. Gunner for life, respect. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. What a nice comment. Really, really do appreciate that comment. Thank you for that comment, bro. Really do appreciate that comment. Big up to you. A lot of people are saying dislikes for Tammy Abraham. Okay, okay. I see you. You see, I am very reserved about Tammy Abraham. I'm not sure about him myself. I'm not sure about him myself, honestly. They will want too much money for him. 100% they will want way too much money for him. Way too much money for him. They're gonna try to rip us off to get him uh, it's just going to be a ridiculous price tag, ridiculous amount of wages, ridiculous everything, and it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. If we want to get him, I don't know, man. I'm questioning it myself. I'm definitely questioning it myself if it makes sense to get Gabriel Jesus. Definitely questioning it. Definitely questioning it myself. Definitely questioning it myself. Tammy Abraham, it does seem like a yes or no for me. Definitely does seem like a yes or no thing for me, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Definitely seems like something where I'll be like, forget about Tammy Abraham. Let's move on. Let's move on to Gabriel Jesus. Move on to Gabriel Jesus. Guys, you guys are probably interested in Gabriel Jesus anyways. Am I wrong? Gabriel Jesus interests you? Reports are saying that Gabriel Jesus is serious. Gabriel Jesus is serious. It looks like Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal is a serious thing. It could be happening. It could be happening very, very soon. And the situation is reports coming out of Mr. Charles Watts. He's speaking about Gabriel Jesus and Victor Osimhen, but I'm trying to just find the article on Jesus. Reports from okay, reports from Football London. You know what? Let me get the actual article for you guys, just so I don't give you guys fake news. You guys don't need fake news. You guys need the real news. So let's give you guys the real news. Let's give you guys the real news. Okay, here we go. Fabrizio Romano. Let's go, Fabrizio Romano. What did Fabrizio Romano say? What did Fabrizio Romano say, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Fabrizio Romano on Gabriel Jesus. I want to leave Man City. He will leave this summer. He has no plans to extend his contract. Arsenal are still considered his top target as a striker, and Tielemans is on the top of their list as a midfielder. So Fabrizio Romano once again confirming. Once again, Fabrizio Romano is confirming, yes, I would take him in a heartbeat. I don't think Gabriel Jesus is a bad player at all. I think Gabriel Jesus walks straight into our team, improves our quality in our team completely tenfold, and he's never been given a fair chance at being a starter at Manchester City. If he comes into this Arsenal team, he'll be given a chance as a starter right away, and he will be guaranteed minutes, and he'll be guaranteed goals. Don't forget, this is a guy who not only can play as a striker, he can play in other positions as well in the front three. He'll be utilized as a utility player, and this is going to be very, very useful to us going forward. We cannot stick our nose up at a player like Gabriel Jesus. I think we have to capitalize on the situation, and we cannot stick our noses up at Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus wants to join Arsenal. Arsenal wants Gabriel Jesus. I think this deal is going to happen. I think this deal is going to happen, and we have been seriously hearing about this deal a lot lately, to the point where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Victor Osimhen. No, not that one. It's too many stories. Too many stories. Here we go. Arsenal hope to strengthen in the Brazilian section of their dressing room by signing Gabriel Jesus. Tottenham are showing interest, although the Brazilian rates Arsenal more as a likely destination if the fees agreed between the both clubs. So he would more likely he would more likely join Arsenal over Tottenham at this moment in time. He will likely join Arsenal more likely than think. Jesus wants the Arsbag. What are you talking about? My guy is saying standards are on the floor. Gabriel Jesus is a quality player. This is not a player to stick your nose up at and say, you know what, this is standards are on the floor for Gabriel Jesus. Come on, people. Gabriel Jesus is a quality signing, and I think if he was to come in, he would come in and improve us tenfold right away. Right away, in my opinion, he would improve us right away. Now, there was another point. There was not another part of that thing where Fabrizio Romano said, if you guys remember, Fabrizio Romano did say something, and there was a little bit of another part in that. The part where he said, Youri Tielemans is still our top midfield target. Did you see that part? Did you see that part in that when he said that? Let me show you. This is the part where he says, Youri Tielemans is still our top target. Guys, if we can get Youri Tielemans for the 25 million pounds that they're saying, that right there is a steal. Even if you don't like Tielemans and you don't rate him to a certain degree, the 25 million pounds that they're putting out there is a ridiculously good deal. Really good deal. And the thing about Tielemans is the reports are he might not be interested in joining because of Champions League football. That has actually been thrown out the window today. There was an article today that said Tielemans previously said that he would not join because of Champions League football, but admits he would still consider joining Arsenal even in the Europa League. So these things are moving quite quickly. They're escalating quite quickly, and it does seem like exclusive Tavares interview. What? Exclusive? When did Tavares have an interview? Where did you see this? Let's find out. What interview did Tavares have? Interesting. Tavares interview. I've never seen that before. Where is the interview? I don't see anything about Tavares interview. I'm trying to find it. I don't see a Tavares interview. Tavares interview. I don't see anything about Tavares' interview, man. Nothing. No. Tavares interview. Nuno Tavares interview. It looks like Gabriel Martinelli and Nuno Tavares have joined for an interview with somebody back on the 11th of May, but that was a while back. Nothing recent, my friend. But yeah, Tielemans, Partey, Odegaard. Just imagine that. Just imagine that midfield. I think, guys, we cannot miss out on the opportunity of signing Tielemans if it means we can get him for such a cheap price in 25 million. I think he's a really good guy. I think he's a really good player. But yeah, what the hell does a Niki guy mean? I'm just gonna block you. I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna block you. But yeah, his interview is on Purdue Chump's website. Never heard of him. Tielemans will go to Chelsea. He's not going to Chelsea. He's not linked to Chelsea at all. Chelsea aren't considering him as a midfield option at this moment in time. They want somebody who more defensive than him. So I don't really see him going there. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on here with this interview. So where was this interview, by the way? Oh shit. Interesting. The interview is live right now. Interesting. You know what? I can't believe you guys are showing me stuff I didn't even know about. You guys are showing me stuff I did not even know about. This Nuno Tavares interview. I'm not going to be able to cover this interview. I'm just going to wait until the information comes out about it, and then I'll cover it. You get what I'm saying? So let's just let all the stuff come out on the interview, and then afterwards I'll probably cover it. Not right now. Just don't have enough time to sit here and break down that whole entire interview. Play the mute video. Play the video. Mute the sound. Guys, you can watch it yourselves. I'm not gonna risk getting copyright striked for another channel's interview. They're literally just talking to Nuno Tavares. What are they saying to Nuno Tavares? Let's see.
Fans a long time to actually realize where we are. So they still wanted to win the Premier League, but we're not there. So for a long time, the
wasn't full.
Emirates will always be full. Emirates will always be full. There was a time when Unai Emery, the previous manager, and people didn't come. But it was just, we were losing games, not making it to Champions League. The team, if I'm being honest, you don't have to say this, the team wasn't good enough. And Arsenal over the last couple of seasons, they haven't recruited, well, prior to this, they hadn't, I don't think, recruited well. So when we had Ozil, Sanchez, Cazorla, we had a good chance to build around them, and we didn't. But anyway, yeah, so
you know what? We can watch that. We can watch that on the playback. I'll watch that on the playback because that video is not going nowhere. I tweeted it out, so we'll watch that in a bit. Let's just get through this video. This is the most important part of the video, so you don't want to go anywhere for this part. This part right here is the most important part of the video. This is where we discuss Arsenal reported 160 million pound budget that they're going to have in the summer. Reportedly, Arsenal have now been told they will be having a massive budget in the summer. Yes, Arsenal Football Club have been told that they will be having a massive budget in the summer, and this budget is going to be a large amount. This was told around 9 hours ago, if I'm not mistaken. We were hearing about this report. We were hearing about this report about 9 hours ago or something like that. That Mikel Arteta and Edu have revealed that their transfer budget will be increased to a ridiculous amount of money, and they'll be able to have around 160 million. They're looking to get rid of about 9 players in the first team. About 9 players in the first team they're looking to get rid of, and this budget could be a game changer for the club. Let's see if it's just PR stuff. Let's see if it's bullshit, because we've heard stuff like this before. We've heard stuff like Arsenal's going to have said amount of money to spend. We've heard Arsenal's going to have this much money to spend, this much to do, this much that. We've heard it all before, but actions speak louder than words. They did spend a lot of money this past window, so will they be open to do it again? That is a question I have no idea, and I don't have the answers to. But what I can tell you is, from what I've seen and from what I've read, they spoke about it in length earlier today, that Mikel Arteta and Edu will most likely have to sell about six players, and they'll also have to raise around 60 million, but they'll have around 160 to 180 million to spend. And that right there could be the difference. That budget could definitely help us raise, that could help raise our budget massively. But at the same time, it's not a lot of money, because think about it. Mbappe just got 100 million signing bonus. Think about the money that's being used in football nowadays. The money people have in football nowadays is ridiculous. It is just ridiculous, the amount of money people have in football nowadays. Honestly, you can't even fathom the amount of money people have in today's football. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, let's just go through it one more time. Let's just go through it. Where is this? Here we go. Let me show you guys what it says right here. Let me show you guys what it says. Arsenal are. This is, of course, the Sun have reported it. The Sun have reported it. So, oh, where is it? Let me just switch screens. Let me just switch screens. It's not 100 million euros. My bad. Yeah, Mbappe has 100 million euro sign-on bonus. Am I wrong? So yeah, Arsenal are set to have a war chest of 150 million to spend this summer. Gunners are aiming to reinforce and land themselves a European spot for next season. Tammy Abraham is top of that list. Gabriel Jesus, Youri Tielemans, and Richarlison is also being considered. Arteta has confirmed that he will see William Saliba ready to play at the Emirates following 3 years of successive loans, while Kieran Tierney has been omitted from the Scotland national team due to his ongoing knee injuries. Of course he has. But yeah, this right here is the part where we need to get into and we need to discuss this. I heard 100 million and 300 million. Yeah, Mbappe is getting ridiculous money, man. Mbappe, was it 300 million? No way it was 300 million signing bonus. I heard his contract was like 100 million. No, 50 million a year, something like that. Am I tripping? Nah, guys, tell me. Because I'm pretty sure it's something across those lines of like 100. 1 second, where is it? I seen an article on it just a couple seconds ago. Mbappe signing bonus. What the fuck? Mbappe signing bonus is 300 million. Yo, that's Arsenal's budget for 2 years. Mbappe's signing bonus is Arsenal's budget for 2 years. Wow. Mbappe's signing is Arsenal's transfer budget for 2 years. Wow. Yo, that's peak. That's peak. Yo, that's peak. Wallah, that's peak. Wallah, that's peak. Oh, man, that's peak. That is peak. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What are you going to do, though? What are you going to do? Arsenal just don't have the similar type of money that PSG and these guys have. But yeah, this is the report. Mikel Arteta and Edu and Arsenal are looking to scrape about 60 million together from the Emirates yard sale of players. This is what it says. It says they're trying to sell about a bunch of players to make some money. And then from that money, they're going to spend about 150 million in the summer to upgrade the club to get into Europe. One of those players that we're trying to get is Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is having a brilliant season at Roma, and we're trying to get rid of him. We're trying to get him. We've already sold Matteo Guendouzi, and we've already sold Mavropanos, right? And we're now going to sell Leno. We're going to let Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette both leave on free transfers. Amari Hutchinson and these boys are going to probably come back. But for me, what I've seen and the way I look at it is going to be simple. What we're going to do is we have a bunch of players that we can sell, and depending on how much money we can actually get from them, it's going to be interesting to see. Because rumor has it that we can get what is it? Imagine we get this much money for each of these players. We can make some good bread off some of these players. Let me just show you. Looking at this right here, Leno, 8 to 10 million. Bellerin, 10 to 15 million. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, another 10 to 20 million. Cedric, another 5 to 10 million. And then Pepe, 25 million. Torreira, 15 million. We've already sold Guendouzi. We've already sold Mavropanos. Altogether, hypothetically, if we sell all of them at the top prices, we could be in and around 90 million, possibly. Just look at it, 25, 15, 10. So that's 50, 10, 20. That's another 75 plus 20 right there. That is 95. So we basically have 95 million right there. If we include Guendouzi and Mavropanos also, that takes us over 100 million euros. So that could be a good deal if we can get all these players sold, but it's going to be unlikely. We struggle to sell our players. We always struggle to sell Arsenal players. We never sell players for the right price. So realistically, we're we're not going to raise 100 million off player sales. That's just going to be difficult for Arsenal Football Club. We don't have the value in our players as other teams do. And we're terrible, notoriously terrible at selling players. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, 95 million euros, 81 million pounds. It's going to be unlikely to do an upgrade on Reece Nelson, or are we selling him? I would like to sell him. I would like to sell him. Arsenal are raising ticket prices for revenue, Egal. Yes, they are. But the thing is, Arsenal have not raised ticket prices for the last 4 years, where other clubs have. So Arsenal have not raised ticket prices once for the last 4 years. So it is about normal that you raise ticket prices about 4 years in. That's about normal. That is not, it's not out of the norm that you raise ticket prices after said many years. You know what I mean? It is not out of the norm that you raise ticket prices after them many years. But yeah, I'm just watching this guy now just to see how he plays. This striker that we're linked to seems good, you know. His movement's good. He's 19 years old. This guy is not going to come in and be our first choice, obviously. He's going to come in and be an option. Is he going to be of the level? Is he going to be actually a starter caliber? Until we get him until we get him in, we won't know. We actually will not know until we actually get him into the first team how good he's going to be or how well he's going to perform. We won't know how good he's going to do until we get him in the first team. But the reports say, let me show you what the reports say and who we are discussing at the moment, because his highlights do look really, really good. Let's talk about Adam. How do you pronounce his name, by the way? Adam
Hlozek.
Adam Hlozek. So Adam Hlozek has been linked to Arsenal today. The 19-year-old Czech Republic, Slavia Prague player is linked to Arsenal. Seems like a really good striker. Definitely does. Thunder Roads has already analyzed him. Big up Thunder Roads for doing that for us. I've seen a little bit of him. I've seen a little bit of his stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, he does look like a good striker. He's 19 years old. He has a lot of potential as a 19-year-old. I don't think he's going to come in and be a big part of the first team right away. I think he's going to be in and amongst the guys like Eddie Nketiah was. And if he can get some game time, he more or less will get some game time. Who invited a supporter of his team, Adam? You're funny, bro. You're funny. But nah, man. Are you excited for the Europa League anthem? No, I am not excited for the Europa League anthem. But I am going to be excited for next season once it comes around. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, the young guy does look good. Let me tell you guys a little bit about the young guy, Adam Hlozek. Let's find out a little bit more about him. He's played 2 seasons. He's played 4 seasons in the Czech Republic League for Slavia Prague. He has scored 15 goals last season in all comps. This season he scored 15 goals in the league last season. As an 18-year-old, he scored 15 goals in the league. At the age of 16, he scored 3 goals in the league. 18, he scored 7 goals in the league. And now he scored, as a 19-year-old, he has scored 18 goals. 9 goals in the league, 12 assists. Last season, as an 18-year-old, he scored 15 goals and 6 assists. He's definitely racking up the goals. He is very talented. He's a very, very talented player. They're saying his ability, his finishing ability is not there yet. His first touch and everything else has not developed yet to that level. He is very much a flair player. He's able to do tricks and everything else. He has a lot of pace to him at this moment in time. He has a lot of pace to him. His physicality as a youngster has not gotten there yet, but he will get there eventually. And aerial ability, I wouldn't say he's the biggest. He's not the most aerially dominant guy at this moment in time. What else do we need to analyze of the guy? Has he played in any other positions? He's played as a left winger in his career. He's played as a second striker. He's played as a cam once. He's also played as a center forward majority of his games. Majority of the time he's played actually as a second striker, and he's played with 2 up front. So that's just to tell you a little bit more about how he's played. He is 188 centimeters, so I think that's 6 foot something. So he is quite tall. That is 6'1". No, 6'2". He's 6'2", so he is quite tall. And you know what? Seems like a good signing. Low risk. I don't think he costs too much. I don't think he's going to cost too much. I haven't seen any price tags as of yet. I might be mistaken. Let me just double check what the price tag that they're throwing around there is. 16 million. 16 million seems like low risk, high reward. Egal, if you can find a Slavia Prague fan, invite them on. Definitely. I'll definitely do that. Are you Arteta out? No, not at this moment in time. Not at this moment in time. Let's talk about the next topic. The next topic is Richarlison. Yes, Richarlison. Let's talk about Richarlison. What do we need to know about Richarlison, ladies and gentlemen? What do we need to know about Richarlison? Richarlison is, first of all, we need to know that Richarlison is linked to Arsenal. The source is Charles Watts and Goal. They are reporting this, and let's just show you guys what they are saying. What they are saying about this is, let's get to it. 51. There we go. 51-24. Richarlison is linked to Arsenal. Sources have told Goal that Arsenal are keeping an eye on Richarlison. Everton situation. They have sounded out with his representatives over the recent weeks. So Richarlison is on our sites. We have looked at him before, also when he was at Watford. Everyone who's ever managed him seems to rate the player very, very highly. Would you guys say no to a Richarlison at Arsenal? Let me know. Let me know. Would you guys say no to Richarlison? Thumbs up or thumbs down in the comment section right now. Let me know. Definitely raid Everton. I don't think there's nothing to raid. I don't want Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I personally don't want Richarlison. I feel like we have Gabriel Martinelli, who's a younger version, better version of Richarlison already. But it's up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think Gabby is better than him. City will keep Gabby. I don't think City is going to keep him. I think City is going to sell him. And the deal is very close, so we'll have to wait and see. No, we've got to raise our standards. Definitely. Richarlison is a no for me. Richarlison is a no. Yes, there you go. I don't want Richarlison personally. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player at the level that he's currently at. Does he really move the needle for Arsenal if he comes in? Probably not. Does he add some element of being Premier League proven and something else? Yes. Is he a winger that can also play as a striker? Yes. Does he really give us the goals that we need in our team? Probably not. Does he offer us a lot? Possibly. He's 25 years old, and at this moment in time, if he was to make the step up to Arsenal, would he improve to the level where we need him? I don't know. I would not be interested in Richarlison. Richarlison took half the year off, so no, thank you. Is Gabriel Jesus going to Arsenal, Egal? Gabriel Jesus does seem like it's very likely that he will be joining Arsenal. At this moment in time, Arsenal are leading the race to sign him, and we are the favorites. Jesus is in Brazil at the moment in time. There you go. Better than Pepe. We can't base our signings based on he's better than this player, better than that player, because if we consider every player in our team shit, and we're just gonna sign players just that are better than him, we would have signed Danny Ings, and you know how shit Danny Ings has been this season. So let's not do this whole. Let's not do this. Let's not do that. Haaland in Manchester. Yeah, Haaland is in Manchester. Haaland is getting settled in Manchester. He will be a Manchester City player next season. Next season, he will be a Manchester City player. Definitely will be a Manchester City player next season. 110%. He will be a Manchester City player next season. And that is just the reality of the situation at this moment in time. No one can do anything about it. He will be a Manchester City player. Let's talk about this right here. let's talk about this. If you guys haven't heard, Victor Osimhen. I don't know about you guys, but I am not 100% sold on Victor Osimhen. I feel like Victor Osimhen, something makes me not interested fully in Victor Osimhen. Something makes me cautious about the Victor Osimhen deal. The player who, in his career, has never broke the 20 goal mark, never broke the 15 goal mark. In his career, has never gotten 15 goals. In his career, has never done any massive numbers goals wise. Is not a prolific goal scorer. Is not has had issues with injuries over the last year. Has had issues adjusting, going from Ligue 1 to Syria, having some adjustment periods. And you know what? Growing pains in the way. He's still 23 years old. He's a Nigerian. He plays for the Nigerian senior team, but I still feel a little bit cautious. I'm very cautious about Victor Osimhen. I am not 100% sold on the player, and especially for the price tag that they are being linked to. We're being linked to him for. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. They want 110 million euros, around 95 million pounds for Victor Osimhen. And I'm not sure he's even better than Gabriel Jesus, in my opinion. I am not sure he's even better than some of the players that we can get for a lot cheaper. I'm just not sure on Victor Osimhen. I think the price is way overpriced. I think Napoli are historically known to be difficult to deal with. And for me, I stay away from Victor Osimhen. Because of the price tag, because of how historically difficult Napoli are to deal with, because of all these other external factors, in addition to the fact that he's not a prolific goal scorer, in addition to the fact that I have a question about his adjustment to the Premier League that he'll take. Yes, he has played well in Ligue 1. Yes, he has played well in Syria in a certain degree. But I am not sure. Somebody here said Gakpo. I would take Gakpo in a heartbeat. I think Cody Gakpo is a top player. I would take Cody Gakpo in a heartbeat. I think if Cody Gakpo came in, it would be a really, really good deal. And I would love to have Cody Gakpo. No lie, in my opinion. Cody Gakpo is probably one of the best players in the Syria. No, not in the Eredivisie. Cody Gakpo is probably one of the best players in the Eredivisie, and there's reports that came out just a couple hours ago, 9 hours ago, that he could be on a move this summer. So with Cody Gakpo possibly on a move this summer, I feel like he's a good option to go for. He's a winger that is also can play as a striker. He can give us some versatility, and I would go for him as somebody to play alongside a Gabriel Jesus and give a break to, so he doesn't have to play all the games. I think Cody Gakpo is a quality player, and we should be going after him. He also adds some experience to the side and some leadership, him possibly being his leader from before. Would Arsenal be better off with Darwin Núñez? The thing about Darwin Núñez, I also have reservations over Darwin Núñez, and the price tag for Darwin Núñez is an absorbent amount of money. They want over 100 million euros now over there in Portugal. They want over 100 million euros. They're asking for a king's ransom, and the player also has offers from other clubs who are in the Champions League. He might prefer to go to those clubs also. So it will be a lot of swaying of the player, and I'm not sure tactically he's the best fit. When it comes down to it, he's not the best football fit in the style that we want to play as a striker. Yes, he can bang in goals. Yes, he's a top talent. But when it comes down to it, does he fit the system? Does he fit the style of striker that we need? Does he play? Is he a striker that's going to link up play and possibly bring others into play and help others get goals? Or is he just a guy who's just going to be at the end of goals? And what do we really need? Do we need one that's just at the end of goal scoring, or do we need somebody who can do a little bit of both? Arsenal following Victor Osimhen closely. I believe that the negotiations with Napoli would be difficult. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Darwin Núñez wants Champions League. Let him have Champions League. I don't really mind. Kyle Kent is a great call. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Ryan Kent. Resend the text. Please be. Big up, bro. Big up. Big up. Should go for Rafinha. Rafinha is going to cost a lot of money now that Leeds have stayed up. Rafinha is going to cost a lot of money, guys. Let's not lie to ourselves. We are probably not going to get Rafinha. Rafinha is going to cost us a lot of money now that they have stayed up over there in Leeds. Let's not lie to ourselves. If we thought we were going to get him before, we're definitely not going to get him now. He's going to cost us a lot of money, and it's very, very unlikely that we get the player now, in my opinion. That's just the reality that I think we are currently in with that situation. But yeah. Okay, time for the player rating portion of the show. This is going to be my player ratings for the season. So get involved, guys. Get involved. Let me know what you guys are thinking. The player ratings for the season. I'm going to do the player ratings for every single player this season at Arsenal, and we're going to do it in a tier system. So get involved. Let me know what you would rate these players as I go along, and be interactive with me throughout this whole period. That would be really great. We are currently on 66 likes on the video. That is great. Do me a favor, keep smashing that like button. It's absolutely free. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it. And let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, with the season review player ratings, I'm going to do the lowest ratings first. The players that we need to sell, we have already sold Aubameyang, so I'm just going to put him in there. We've already sold Kolasinac, so I'm just going to put him in there. Pablo Mari played a couple games, but he was